After years of endless waiting, the immigration queue is finally moving, but not as fast as many hoped. Some cases are improving, others are still stuck. So, is USCIS really fixing its massive backlog, or just reshuffling the delays? Stay tuned because today, we're breaking down the truth behind the latest 2025 immigration processing data. This is Immiscope, your trusted source for U.S. immigration news, policy changes, and visa updates. For millions of immigrants and families, waiting has become a way of life. Waiting for that long-delayed work permit. Waiting for a green card interview. Waiting for any sign that their case is finally moving forward. But recent reports from USCIS and immigration data trackers show mixed signals. Some processes are speeding up, but the overall backlog remains one of the largest in history. In this video, we'll explain what's actually improving, what's still broken, and how you can prepare your case to benefit from any positive changes. Core issue: the backlog crisis. As of mid-2025, USCIS is handling roughly 11.3 million pending cases, covering everything from green card petitions to work permits and citizenship applications. That number is slightly lower than the all-time high seen after the pandemic, but still far above pre-2020 levels. So while there is progress in certain areas, the overall pressure on the system remains intense. USCIS has stated its top priority is backlog reduction, but the results so far are uneven. Some service centers are improving, others remain severely delayed. What has changed? There's good news first. USCIS has made technological and procedural upgrades that are finally showing results. The agency has expanded online filing across more form types, including adjustment of status, green card renewals, and certain employment petitions. They've introduced digital document uploads and more automated case tracking tools. These steps haven't erased the delays, but they've reduced unnecessary idle time, meaning applicants now get receipt notices faster, often within days instead of weeks. Some employment-based and humanitarian categories have also seen modest improvement. Certain new EAD work permit filings are now completing in about 6 to 10 months, compared to 12 months or more in 2023. That's still a long wait, but it's a measurable improvement in real-world terms. Green card processing. Mixed results. Family and employment-based green card applicants are seeing a slower recovery. According to the latest Visa Bulletin data, priority dates for India, China, and the Philippines have barely moved in late 2025. But for some less backlogged countries, small advances have appeared, a sign that visa numbers are being used more efficiently again. Inside the U.S., field offices have been directed to reduce interview scheduling backlogs, especially for adjustment of status cases. In some offices, interview wait times have dropped from nearly a year to around 5 to 8 months. That's progress, but not a complete fix. Why it's improving, and why it's not enough. So what's driving these changes? 3 things: technology, transparency, and pressure. USCIS has modernized its case management software, expanded paperless workflows, and introduced new digital forms. They've also faced heavy pressure from Congress, advocacy groups, and the public to clear old cases faster. For accountability, the agency now publishes quarterly performance data showing how many applications are pending and how many were completed. That visibility has forced some regional offices to improve efficiency, but others are still lagging far behind. Despite improvements, the backlog continues to grow in several major categories, especially family reunification visas and employment-based adjustments. Visa quotas, consular delays abroad, and security checks continue to block many cases even after approval from USCIS. Who benefits the most right now? Applicants filing online with complete and accurate documentation are seeing the clearest benefits. Digital submissions reduce mailing delays and minimize errors that used to cause multi-month slowdowns. Those applying for EAD renewals also benefit from the 540-day automatic extension rule, which keeps work authorization active while renewals are processed. That policy alone has prevented thousands of job losses across industries, a quiet but meaningful success for many immigrant workers. Real-world impact. Human stories. Behind every backlog statistic is a human life on hold. a graduate student in Chicago waiting 8 months for a work permit. A healthcare worker in Houston whose renewal came just in time to keep her employment. A family in California finally reunited after a 3-year delay. These stories reflect both the progress and the pain inside the immigration system. Every cleared case is more than paperwork. It's stability, income, and peace of mind. Risks and remaining challenges. Even with the improvements, risks remain high for many applicants. Processing times remain well above USCIS's published goals. For example, family-based I-130 petitions still take 9 to 15 months in many centers, while I-485 green card adjustments often stretch past 12 months. Some employment categories, especially EB2 and EB3 for India and China, remain so backlogged that new applicants face multi-year waits before a visa becomes available. And for consular processing abroad, delays persist due to local staffing shortages and ongoing security clearance procedures. So, while the system is slowly moving, it's still far from fast. Tips and warnings. How to stay ahead. If you're currently waiting on a USCIS decision, here's how to make sure your case moves as smoothly as possible. File online whenever possible. Digital submissions are faster and more reliable. Double-check your documents and fees. Incomplete or underpaid applications are still among the top causes of delay. Monitor your case regularly. Use your USCIS online account to track updates and receive notifications. Don't ignore RFEs or notices. Respond quickly and completely. Missing a single deadline can reset your case timeline. For green card applicants, watch the monthly visa bulletin closely. Once your priority date becomes current, act fast. Schedule your medical exam, prepare your supporting documents, and be ready for your interview. If your case is pending far beyond the posted processing time, submit a service request or contact your congressional representative. USCIS is now more responsive to inquiries from congressional offices, especially for long-delayed cases. Looking ahead, 2026 and beyond, USCIS says it plans to expand online filing and automation through 2026. More forms will go digital, and applicants should eventually be able to track real-time case movement inside the new digital portal. If implemented successfully, this could mark the beginning of a faster, more transparent immigration process. But for now, the reality is still mixed: progress in some areas, frustration in others. The message for immigrants in 2025 is simple: stay informed, stay prepared, and stay patient, because improvement is happening, even if it's slower than everyone wants. To sum it up, USCIS has made genuine progress in clearing parts of its backlog and modernizing its systems. Receipt notices, renewals, and select categories are moving faster. But the total backlog remains historically large, and most applicants still face long waits. The path forward is improving, but far from complete. If you like this video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon for future updates. Thanks for watching Immiscope, and we'll see you in the next video.